Hola. Good evening, everybody, and happy Easter. Welcome to the SBR Ren Network. I am Richard Hurst, and always with me is Jeremy Robbins. Jeremy, we're here with Numb Thumbs Racing League here at Iowa Speedway. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know what? We're here on Easter. Thank you, everybody that's taking the time with your family and coming out tonight. But you know what? Out here in Iowa, I think we're going to see a whole lot of corn flying because we've been watching through practice. And I tell you what, right there in turn number 3, 4, it's been a nightmare for some of these drivers tonight.
Yeah, also in turn 2, I've seen some take a pretty good ride towards that inside wall. So definitely going to be interesting coming out of the corners until those tires get nice and warm. It's going to be nice and slick. Excuse me.
Well, I tell you what's going to be real nice and interesting is this point race that we have got that has developed. And as you can see right there, it is getting pretty close between third and fourth between Bradley Rivers and Drew Blaze. They're only 7 points between each other in the P3 and 4 position.
Yeah, and that's a really good job because neither one of Bradley Rivers has one race win, and Drew Blaze does not. But he's hanging tough and about qualifying starting. So he's definitely getting good stage points. So great job for him. Closing that gap with even no wins.
Yeah, definitely. It goes to show right there, consistency wins. I mean, you be consistent as you want. You ain't got to win a race to win a championship. You don't have to win a race. Well, it helps to win a race to lock into the playoffs, but you ain't got to win every race to win the championship.
Absolutely not. Let's see. I'm actually on our points leader out there making his lap, and that's going to be Richard Holland. And Richard Holland has actually been doing really well. He, got a win at Texas last week. Asked him about, his short track racing, and he's feeling pretty confident. As I don't see him. Well, he's sitting about 6th right now.
Yeah.
So kind of a slow start under the qualifying, but not too bad.
Yeah, I'm actually watching Cody Williams right now. He's actually holding that pole on the finishing up his second lap, and he's looking like he's putting down a pretty good time at a 23.53. So we're gonna have some pretty fast cars.
Yeah. I talked to Derek, and he was hoping that it's gonna go green. Derek, he says he likes the long runs, and he set up his ARCA car last night for the long run, but he just did not get the long run, and he wasn't able to bring home that win. But he's feeling pretty confident in the trucks, and we'll see how he qualifies, as he has not made a qualifying lap yet. He is just now coming out. So I expect some interesting things tonight. A lot of heavy hitters, that feel really comfortable with this track, and I think we'll see it get done.
This is one track I've never liked. I've never been comfortable running to this track. I mean, I've done pretty good this week in Kentucky and the officials, but Iowa and Kentucky, they do got similar build, but turn 1 and 2 is completely different from 2 and 3.
Yeah, turn one and two here, you're gonna see a lot of guys go for that low line, and as they're coming out, you may see them get loose quite a bit, especially if you're too wide. The turn 3 and 4, you're gonna see probably a lot of guys utilize that high line, at the start, and then then dive down to that bottom wherever they can get the run. 3 and 4 is gonna be where it's gonna be at, because it's gonna be a multi-groove turn 3 and 4.
Well, Richard, you're familiar with this track somewhat. What's a good, suitable line?
Well, 3 and 4, I like the high line because you can definitely get a good run off. You scrub off so much speed on that bottom in 3 and 4 when you're running the low, and you be the guy on. You do have to brake a little bit to get a good entry, but on that top, you can carry a lot more speed. You don't have to put really any brake into it. Let off just a little bit, and let the truck roll itself through the corner and get back on the gas and have that run coming down the tri-oval.
Seems like OBS is wanting to jump a little bit. The stream seems to be a little twitchy. Well, if it don't straighten it up, y'all let me know out there, so we'll get it fixed, hopefully. It looks like it's good now. It may have just been too much talking. Couldn't handle it.
A lot less talking, a lot more action.
Right, that's the song. We won't finish the rest of it. All right, we got Mr. Winkler out there. He's talking about his team, Justin, Brandon, and Gregory Turner, and some of the guys from HCK League over there is running tonight.
We got an opportunity. Let's bring our points leader and our last week's winner, Mr. Holland. See if I can find him here.
Yes, everybody, in case you're seeing down there on the thing, on the stream elements, there is something popping up. We do know we're working on a little promo for them, trying to work on up to the other stuff. So bear with me. If you get bored, click on it. If you watch it on your phone, click on it, download it. We got to get 10 people playing it through that link. So we need 9 more, so we greatly appreciate that.
All right, we got Mr. Richard Holland, our points leader and last week's Texas winner, in the booth with us. Richard, you got a copy?
I got you guys.
Well, you got a lot of momentum coming in from last week. Iowa, different ball game, shorter track. How you feeling about the track tonight?
I feel pretty good. It's not our favorite track, it's not our best track, but the track is really tight on entry but loose on exit in the beginning of the run. Then it tightens up real bad overall, so I think you're gonna have to save tires, and it'll be interesting to see how this thing goes. If we get a green flag run in there, it'll be really interesting because tires wear out quick. So I feel pretty good about it, as long as we can get a good long run in.
Good deal. Well, you're looking pretty strong in qualifying lap. Not too bad. You're sitting 10th. Just not everybody's right there along with everybody as far as lap times goes. So not a bad starting position. We look forward to seeing you run out there.
Yeah, we didn't qualify the greatest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully everybody settles in early, and we can just kind of pick away at them, hopefully, as the run goes on.
Hopefully so. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll talk at you later. Make sure I put you in the right.
Thanks, guys.
Not a problem.
Good luck, Richard.
All right, that was Mr. Richard Holland. That is going to be our current points leader and last week's winner at Texas Motor Speedway. And I don't see anybody else on the track unless I'm just blind.
No, it's counting down about 3 minutes to qualify. And I'll tell you what, since you're doing that, let's just run a couple of our ads and the National Anthem, and then we'll just get the ball rolling.
All right, all right.
All right, everybody. So just sit tight, take your hats off, close your eyes, put your heart over your chest, and let's have a word with the National Anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, man, it don't get no better than that right there. And let's take a look. The grid is set, and the guys are loading in right now.
Well, as they're loading in, tonight's Iowa Speedway race is presented by Num Thumbs Racing League and sponsored by Central Protein Provisioners. We have 225 miles. Is it? 225 laps. Sorry, I almost said miles. And I don't have a clue on our stage breaks. Jeremy, you got any?
I have no insight whatsoever on that one. I did not get the memo. So we'll just run it out. Well, looks like starting on the pole is going to be the 14 car of Cody Williams. He's not loaded in yet, but on P2 is going to be Juan Jimenez. P3 is going to be Ricky Fanganda. I get it right. 50 and 100. Stage breaks are 50 and 100.
All right, we got that.
P4 is going to be the 80 car of Brad Rivers. P5 is going to be Kevin Winker in the 42. P6 is going to be Derek Welch in the 1 car. one of the few Toyotas in here. One's the other one. Starting out in P7th is going to be Seth Holly in that 48 car. Starting out in 8th is going to be Stan Carnathan, who actually had a pretty good run last week. And P9th is going to be the 19 car of Michael Fahey. And we spoke to him earlier. Starting out in P10 is going to be the 5 car, your current points leader. That's going to be a Richard Holland. Richard, why don't you finish that up? Let me get my words back together.
Yeah. All right, 11th, we got Jose Riviera in that 20 Chevrolet. Oh, it's jumping. Damn it. Where was I at?
P12.
Okay, P12. 10th and 11th switched on me. 12, we're going to have John Osborne in that 81 Ford. 13th, we're going to have Michael LeBlanc. One of those. Sorry if I messed that up. The 14th, we're going to have Bradley Cooper. 15th, we're going to have Joe Bennett in that 27. 16th, we're going to have Brian Tiffany. 17th, we're going to have Brad Clay. 18th, we're going to have Jacob Klinkhart. 19th, we're going to have the 00 of PJ Littrell. I know he's watching. He'll correct me. 66 is going to be Paul for Danny.
Ferdian. We had that last week.
Yeah, that's right. Speech therapy. Mark Collins is going to be 20th. 21st is Mark Collins. Where'd he go? He went up from 19th. Okay, 20th. We're going to have Paul and Jacob switched on me. Matt Ackerson is going to be in the 22nd place. 23rd is going to be Justin Johnson. 24th is going to be Mr. Anthony in that 59 Ford. Drew Blaze is going to be, there's the other Toyota. Drew Blaze is going to be in 30th. 31st, we're going to, in that 30. 26th, we're going to have Justin Morrow. 27th, we're going to have Richard Gray. And 28th, we're going to have Tom Barsh. SDK is really jumping on me. I don't know if it's doing the same on you. I got to restart it. Give me 1 second. Oh, and we are green flag racing. Let me put it on the camera that I can see.
Yeah, sorry about all that a little bit. The SDK is acting a little full. We ain't got no sound, so let's turn it up just a little bit.
All right, 14 to 22 coming out of turn 2. The 14 is going to be able to keep that position. The 22 was definitely fighting back on the outside, but as you see, they're going to try to utilize the low line early on and see what kind of momentum they can build from there. 32 of Ricky. Ricky is going to be riding that middle lane. Almost about to lose a position to Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker, gets a little bit side. He straightens it back out, and that's going to allow Brad Rivers to close the door and get on the back bumper of that number 42.
Yeah, you've got Brad Rivers and Stan both right there together being teammates. Then the other one of Joe, who's running back in the 16th position. So they're just kind of hanging it out right now. I mean, it's going to be a long race. No need to get in a hurry here whatsoever.
Yeah, you are definitely right about that. And I called a long race last night, and that was 100% Bristol dirt, 250 laps. That was kind of brutal, but I think this was going to be a pretty good race. Hopefully, not as many cautions, but this I think I kind of misled. The race that I ran in the trucks was later in the evening, so this being a day race, it looks like the track has changed. It looks like it's a little bit opposite. So you got a little bit of people utilizing that middle line through 1 and 2, and then the bottom line in 3 and 4. So always something can change. Different weather, different cloud cover.
Yeah, temperature's going to be changing a lot, so that's going to affect in the truck.
But Derek Welch, he was riding in that 4th position. He was going to drop down to the 5th. He was coming out of turn 4. Turn 4 is still going to be slick for the first couple of laps. Definitely got to be easy getting on the throttle coming out of turn 4, but he does gather it up, and he only dropped 1 position. He was riding around in 4th. Now he's in 5th. He's under fire by Richard Holland. Richard Holland up 4th position from where he started, and he's trying to get around Derek Welch for that 5th position, and he does on that high line.
Yeah, your top three have pretty much just walked away from it. Cody, Juan, and Ricky. They've pretty much opened up the gap, and you've got what P4 through about what eighth, ninth back there battling for a position. So I mean, they're continuing to open up that gap as long as that little group of cars right there fight for a position.
Oh, Zeth Howley was thinking about taking it 3 wide with the 25, the 1, and him being in the middle. He was going to be the meat of that sandwich, but he decided to back out, and they are now bumper to bumper. 20 working on the 19 of Michael Fay. Some working that bottom line, a lot of working that top line. As you can see, that 19 definitely does have a run on the top, and he is going to utilize. He's going to run that middle line. That middle line is working, you know, at the first part of the race. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It seems like I'm gonna have to reload on my picture. So on the left side, it's going to go off for a minute. But yeah, Trading Paints is acting up on me. So right now, everybody's gonna have a white clear truck. So bear with us.
Everybody looks the same on your screen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as we can see that Cody is 1.3 seconds out in front of everybody else. You know, he is checked out. But the only thing that is going to group these guys back up is going to be that stage break or a caution. Looks like Juan and Ricky have, you know, pretty much caught each other. They're trying to, almost looks like they're trying to work together, but they're definitely not teammates. But you see Ricky utilizing that high line, and the 22, he's going to enter the corner in a little bit lower and slide up the track and block the 32. But 32 has the momentum, so he's going to try a little crossover move here. 22 up top, 32 on the bottom. And is the 32 going to be able to make it? Yes, he is. So we got a new second place. The 5 of Richard Holland, he is up to the 4th position. He started in 10th, and he is doing pretty good at a track that he was kind of worried about, but doing pretty good running in 4th. Kevin Winker, he is got his hands full of Bradley Rivers. Bradley Rivers working the bottom. Bottom just did not have the momentum coming out of turn, so that's going to allow Winker to give up that or take that position.
You're up there towards the front of the pack, so I'm going to take you to the back side of the pack a little bit and look at this battle we got going back here with Paul, Matt, and Richard. As we've got a nice little group of them three right there starting to group up together.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty good battle back there, too. That's going to be that 110. Now, Richard Gray, he started what, 27th? 26th, and he's up to 25th position, but everybody is grouped together. We might be seeing people going a lap down here very soon. Let's see if I can get a look around the track and see where everybody is at. Oh, okay. So we can't see them just yet, but they will be coming into the picture pretty soon. All right, Jeremy is going to run with your leader for just a few moments. I'm going to go back through the field and try to find some battles going on. And that's going to be back here. That's going to be Bradley Winker, Bradley Rivers, and Kevin Winker. They have been going at it for the last couple laps, and Derek Welch right there behind him. So far, so good. The track looks pretty nice for these guys. Not a lot of people getting loose coming out of corners. We saw, Derek get a little bit loose, but he made that ground back up, and he's riding back in the 7th position. But these two right here, they are going at it side by side, and it's just a matter of time before you ask yourself, when do you move them? If you're faster than them, when do you move them? And we'll see what happens, throughout this stage, and see if Derek can get around them without having to move the 42 or the 880. Bradley Cooper sitting there in the 8th position. He's running a pretty good race. He's up 4 positions from where he started. With Zeth Holly in the 9th, he is down 2 positions from where he started. Everybody is using different lanes of the track, and it seems to be working very well for him. Stan Carnathan riding back in the 10th position. He is down 2 spots from where he first started. Michael Fay in that 19. Nice looking truck right there. '83 of Michael LeBlanc. Up 3 position from where he started, riding around in the 12th position. And he is under fire from Jason Osborne in that 81. 83 up top to 81 down below. 81 could not make it stick to take the position. He's going to ride that middle line as they go into 3 and 4. Is he going to have the run to catch up but to the back bumper? I don't know. 83 was trying to use that momentum from the high line also. 81 got a really good run off the turn 2, and they are going to battle side by side going into 3 and 4. And I think the 83 is going to stay up top, try to maintain the position, but the 81 is looking really strong, and he's going to have the preferred lane as they go into turn 1 and 2. Get on the brakes just a little bit, let out the gas, and side by side as they come out of turn 2. 81 may have a nose on him, but the 83 still has the high line with the momentum. You got the 20, 45, 95, and it looks like the 35 battling for the same real estate back here, and this is going to be for the 14th position. Everybody wants that position, but only one person can have it. There you see Mark Collins. He is going to go to the top, see what he can do up there. Got to be careful up there. There's quite a bit of bumps that upsets the trucks. But he was not able to make that pass on that outside of turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's looking like there's a real good battle brewing back there on the back side between the 95 and the 20. Jacob and Jose. And like you said, you're bringing Mark Collins into the picture now. So, I mean...
Yeah, you also got Brian Tiffany in that Grey Goose vodka truck. He's hanging in there right with him. He's waiting for one of them to make a mistake, and then he is going to capitalize and go right past them.
Yeah, they're looking to go 3 wide right now on the backstretch, but I think somebody chickens out on that, which is probably a good idea considering you still got 200 laps to go.
Yeah, Drew Blaze and Mr. PJ, they are battling out for the 18th position. They don't know who wants the position because they keep on giving it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it looks like PJ is going to be able to take the position from Drew Blaze. But they look like they were going to go 3 wide because that 30 got a heck of a run off the corner. But he backed out to not take a 3 wide. And as they come out of turn 2, it's still a little bit of a hornet's nest back there.
Yeah, we've got a real scene developing up here in your P6 position.
Oh, Lord. You got 6 cars going for the same real estate.
Yeah, there's not enough track for all of them, so if somebody messes up right now, there's going to be a lot of give on it.
3 wide going into turn 1. And that's going to be Holly. That's going to be the 80. That's going to be the 82 coming out of turn 2. Are they going to be able to hold it? No contact. They do hold it. And now they are back to 2 wide. The outside lane, the 80 of Bradley Rivers was able to get past all that and go back to 2 wide racing.
Yeah, that was a hold your breath moment right there.
Yeah, and Derek Welch was watching it all. He's like, yeah, go ahead, take yourselves out. I'll take that position. I don't mind.
Yeah, he was sitting in good position for that.
Watching it all. Now he has dropped back just a little bit. He may be handling issues with his truck. You know, He's getting back up to 9th. He's trying to make the pass on the outside of the 48. Is he going to be able to do it? He might squeeze it out. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
And he may be saving what he has. What's up?
Yeah, Stan's going to make him fight for that position. He just ain't going to give it to him.
Yeah, I think Derek is using kind of a strategy here. He's gonna save what he has, let everybody burn it up, and he'll try to take whatever he can get before the stage ends. Because Cody Williams, he's almost 4 seconds away from second place of the 32, and then you got another second, almost another second on top of that, Richard Holland. So we're pretty spaced out.
Yeah, your top three pretty much ain't got nobody to worry about right now.
And we are starting to get into some lap traffic. That is going to be Mr. Tom Barnes in that 55 that the leader is going to be catching here in the next couple laps, and that is going to be the first car a lap down. Let's see if Tom puts up a fight. I don't believe he's going to. He's going to stay high, let the leader go right on by. And I see a couple more up there. That's going to be Mr. Anthony in that 59, and Justin Morrow. He's right there along with Anthony. So they're going to be caught, and then it's just on from there. So Cody Williams looking to put quite a few people a lap down if it goes green.
Yeah, the rate he's going, I'd hate to be one of those cars sitting about P10 because. I say he's coming around pretty quick.
Yeah. There is Mr. Ricky in that 32. We'll take a look. Yeah, Ricky can barely see that 14 up ahead as the 14's going in turn 1, and Ricky is just now going in. But as the leader starts catching lap traffic, if there is enough traffic, will they let him by or will they make him fight for it?
Well, if I'm trying to stay on that lead lap, I'm fighting for it.
Yeah, you're right about that. You are absolutely right.
I ain't going to give you nothing for free. You're going to fight it. I'll tell you what, Richard. I mean, this truck series here, it's been a wild one. I mean, some of the finishes have been just totally outstanding.
Yeah, side by side finishes. You can't complain about the racing. I mean, everybody has their track, and tonight it might not be some people's tracks, but it's going to be this guy's track, Mr. Cody Williams. But mistakes can happen. We have 225 laps, and we're only at lap 40. Anything can happen, so I won't rule out some of these other guys when we get a stage or a caution.
No, most definitely not.
Everybody just letting the leader right on by.
And that shows a lot of the integrity of the league also. It shows the respect.
Ooh, looks like the 22 has had a problem, and there's our first caution. Let's see if we can take a look and see what happened coming out of turn 2. Good. Oh, it looks like, oh yeah, so, okay, controller. Now Juan is the only guy that runs on a controller, and past couple races we have seen him, his controller act up. Might be time to get a new controller there, Juan. But he does a really good job on the controller. So there he goes. He got it fired back up. Is he going to be able to make it around? You might want to shut it off so it doesn't blow up, but...
Oh, and that was a hard lick right into that inside wall.
I thought he was going to go in the pits, but No, I don't think that was the case. Yeah, so he ate the wall. So that's going to bring our first caution out.
Yeah, this is really going to start shifting things up. I tell you, he didn't want that caution. That was Cody.
Yeah, he has such a commanding lead over these guys. Yeah, he did not want that. So stage coming. Do you pit? Do you not pit? What do you do?
Ooh, you know what?
I'm staying out.
If I go in, I'm going to take two. I'm going to take two on the right side and try to handle it out for about another 7 laps. Especially if you're towards the back, take 4. Maybe get you a break into the top 10 to get some of those stage points.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. But if I'm up in the top 5, I'm going to stay out because you're going to have a hornet's nest. Everybody driving pretty hard to get to the front. So I'm gonna try to make them work for it.
I mean, we saw how quick Cody was able to walk away. So I mean, him, Ricky, and Richard probably are not going to have much of an issue. But you're going to throw Bradley Cooper, Stan, and Bradley Rivers into the mix also. So I mean, it could get hairy.
Yeah, and I believe the 46 is going to get his lap back. He was the first car 1 lap down, so we'll probably see him take the wave around. As I think we got 2 to go.
Yeah, when you see nobody taking up on the pits.
That 46 has quite a bit of damage on that right side. So that might be the reason why he's slow at this time. All right, while the pace truck lights are still on, let me go grab me something to drink real quick.
Well, the blue cone did survive. Nobody smacked it, so that is always good. Blue cone lives another day. Blue cones matter. Bruce Moberger, 42. Pulling for a Mr. Kevin Winker. I had to track him down. So it looks like he's running fairly decent position, sitting there in top 10, sitting in P8. So nothing whatsoever to be ashamed of with that.
All right, I'm back. I had to grab me a monster.
Keep that sugar up.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't no long race. You know, last night I sat in and I watched, and you know what? They put on an awesome show at the 100% series last night. But I was really worried. I was like, man, I hope Richard Sugar stays up. I was really hoping, because I'm like, well, there ain't nobody there that knows that. They can't remind them.
Yeah, I was trying to stay. I try to stay on top of it. There's just times I just don't feel like eating. All right, we are green flag racing. 14 got a really good jump. He jumped to start just a little bit, but the 13 definitely was not sleeping on that restart. But he is going to lose a little bit of ground as they are battling it for the 3rd position. Also, Bradley Cooper and Richard Holland. Richard Holland up 8th position from where he started. No, that can't be right.
Yeah, Richard Holland, he's up 6.
Oh, 6th position. I'm sorry, I switched on me. Bradley Cooper's up 9th position from where he started, and they're battling side by side. The 5 and the 80 are battling side by side coming out of turn 2. Starting on the inside is not the best way, as you'll see. Most of the time, the leader is going to take that outside row as they look like they want to go 3 wide. Oh, and the yellow flag is out.
And I believe was...
It's lap 49.
Wasn't
think
your
that-
leader.
That is going to be Justin Morrow. Went off track and then came back on track. So let's see if we can take a look and see what happened to him. Oh, yeah, he got sideways coming out of turn 4 and off in the infield. He went. Did not make any contact with anybody.
Yeah, it just looked like it got loose coming out right there out of 4.
So that's going to bunch everybody back up.
I also got a notification that Cody Williams. I don't think it was necessarily a wreck, but SDK threw up a red notification for him.
I saw that. I think he went down on the apron, and it came back up. But he's right there. I don't know. Don't see no damage.
I don't know, none whatsoever.
All right. Well, while we have some time, why don't we talk to our leader, if I can find him in the Discord.
Well, which one do you want to talk with? It looks like we're showing a Matt Eckerson or a Richard Gray as our leaders.
Oh, they all stayed out.
So they may have played this one smart to catch I do believe if it's within 2 laps of the stage break, this is going to count as a stage break.
I believe so too. We'll bring up the 14 as of right now. He was our leader at the time of the caution. Let's bring him up to the booth. I just found him. Where'd he go? There he is. He's an outcast.
Hey, Mr. Cody Williams from Chapel Hill, Tennessee. One of the home state boys.
All right, Mr. Cody. That's Richard and Jeremy up in the booth to get a copy.
Yeah, 10-4.
Man, you out there doing pretty good tonight. You know, you got out to a commanding lead. What's in store for us for stage 2?
Well, we're just going to kind of keep trying to do what we've been doing, keeping it smooth, making sure we're not burning the tires off, and just kind of try to stay in control of this thing, kind of dictate the pace here. Got my teammates behind me. Just keep it going like we're doing right now.
Yeah, you got everybody behind you. And now, how's the track feeling? Is it changing any? We see a little bit of high line, low line.
Yeah, it's changing up a little bit. We've had a little bit of cloud cover, and now we're back in the sun. You know, my truck feels really good on the top. I know some people are making time on the middle of the bottom of 3 and 4. If we have to later, you know, we'll go there later in a run. But so far, everything's feeling good.
Well, awesome. Well, you got quite a few trucks in front of you that did not pit, so we wish you luck in working through that, and we'll put you back down with your teammates, and good luck for the rest of the night.
10-4, thanks, guys.
All right. That was Mr. Cody Williams. He was the leader at the time of the caution.
I'm going to tell you what, one thing, Richard. Being there in Chapel Hill, Tennessee, it's probably going to be a while before it gets there, but hopefully this race will be over, because it is coming a storm and a half here on the west side of the state.
Yeah, we got some storms earlier. Big thunder, lightning. Dogs were going nuts, and I passed out on the couch.
Yeah, that was pretty much where I had to cut out for a little bit. I had some hail going on. The dogs was out amongst in it, so had to get them inside.
All right, looks like everybody is going to get single file for this restart. The 66 is the lead truck. Looks like he is going to take the bottom, which is very interesting because I've seen a lot of folks, and like I said, that's between night and day too. It may feel better on the bottom, you know, during the day, and you know, better on the top at night. Justin Johnson up to that 4th position. He is up 18 spots. Drew Blaze up 21 spots. Paul, he is in that 66. He is up 19, actually 20 spots. And Mark Collins up 18 spots. So, even though it was under caution, that's a lot of big movers up here. And let's see what they can do out front. Pace truck is off. They're about to go green. 66 has control. and he is off like a rocket. He checked out the field just a little bit, so Mark Collins did not get a good restart. He got on the gas and then, had to let off quite a bit, so he lost a lot of momentum, and he is going to drop like a bad habit, throughout the field. 32 on them fresh tires. He is working on the 10. So he obviously got a really good start with the 14 in tow of Cody Williams. That was our former leader. 32 and 10 working at each other's bumpers.
Yeah, that restart didn't go favorable too well for that high side. So, we saw, we was riding the in car on the restart with Cody, and we saw the major checkup that happened up there. So,
yeah, like you said, it definitely did not work in favor, especially for Mark. Thought he was going to go, then had to check up, and then the 66 just took off. And Mark Collins is going to start drifting back to the back as these guys with these fresh tires have caught up to him. So he's going to let the 14, the 32, and the 5 all by him.
I'm going to tell you right now, we got a battle between Drew and Paul up there at the front. Both of them on older tires, so they are not giving up one bit.
Yeah, for older tires, I'm surprised at that 10. He is sticking it with the newer tire guys, but the newer tire guys might be taking it kind of easy because they're waiting for these tires to pump up, get enough air pressure built up in them, before they really go hard. But he's sticking right with that 32 truck. And all those guys, like you heard Cody, the 5, the 14, and the 32, they are all teammates. So they were running 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, most definitely, like you were saying, the teammates, and we touched on it a little bit earlier, where we had 2 running together who wasn't teammates. Well, unless you're in a pretty good high draft run, your teammates ain't coming in too handy for you in the beginning and middle of the race. You want your teammates there closer to you towards the end, where if you've had a good run and he's beat you, teammate may sacrifice himself to kind of slow down.
On the contrary for that, I say your teammates are your best assets out there on the track, because who do I want to follow if I know one of my teammates is better than I am? I want to follow that guy that has the best lines. He's going to kind of guide me through what he's doing on each turn. So, that's my outtake on it.
Well, I'll tell you right now who's making moves on turn, and that's Cody Williams, who's all the way back up to P2.
Yeah, Drew Blaze is definitely going to lose a lot of ground coming out of turn 2. Oh, he is probably going to stay up high here, get the momentum, because the 30 is going to have to check up quite a bit, and 30's going to drift up in front of him. But Cody Williams, he's going to take it low, and as they go into turn 1, this is going to be Cody's ball game once again. Coming out of turn 2, Cody Williams to the front. Drew Blaze, still not bad on those older tires. And you still have the 66 and the 27 right there battling with the 32. So those older tires may not be as worn as we thought they were.
No, he's able to put up a little bit of a battle.
Yeah, the 32 is stuck down on the bottom side inside of the 27, and then you're going to have the 66 right there taking the 32's line away on the bottom. So he's kind of stuck in some traffic right now, and that's actually going to be good for Drew Blaze, holding on to that second position for as long as he can. But that's going to allow Cody Williams to check out, start mailing postcards.
Yeah, but as Cody's pulling further away, I'll tell you a group that ain't pulling away, and that's going to be Stan, Mark, and Jacob. They are 3 wide coming out of turn 4, and that is ballsy moves right there.
Ooh, yeah, I see that. Oh my goodness.
And what's crazy, ain't none of them giving an inch. They are fighting for every bit of real estate right there as they're coming down to the backstretch.
Quite a good battle going between the 95, the 45, and the 48. They were 3 wide at one point as they going into turn 3, but they decided to get back nose to tail. But the 95 and 45 are still going at it pretty darn good. 45 up top, trying to use the momentum from the high line, but the 95 is still right there in that hashtag Jimmy Strong truck. Nice looking truck. Love the paint scheme. 48 trying to give to the back bumper of the 45 of Mark Collins. 48 going to take it to the inside, coming out of turn 2. 45 gets a little bit out of shape, but still maintains control. Coming back up to the front, and the leader is just almost 2 seconds away from second place of Drew Blaze. The 32 is trying to track down the 30.
Yeah, Toyota, we've only got about 3 Toyotas out there on the field, but you know what, them 3, they're spread out. You got one in P2, one in P9, and the others in P17, so not too terrible for the Toyotas tonight.
Yeah, Derek was caught up in some traffic. He is the one that's in the 17th position. He is coming through turn 1, about to come out of turn 2, and he's got those boys up there battling. He's got the 81, the 48, 45, and the 10, and the 27 all ahead of him. So he's going to have some work cut out for him as the 48, the 10, and the 45 were almost 3 wide coming out of turn 4. They're putting on a show here at Iowa Speedway.
Yeah, we're looking like we're fixing to see a battle. Stands up there looking like he's trying to make some moves. Running right alongside the 66 of Paul. But yeah, it's still a lot.
They are 3 wide again. But 48 says, I'm tired of being behind you, and just went down low on the 81 and was able to make the pass. That's probably about the only place you want to go 3 wide, especially in turn 1 and 2. You got the third lane that has those bumps in the middle lane that really upset the truck. So, almost looks like a little bit of contact between the 20 and the 19, but all is fair. And love and war, they give it trade.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm not 100% sure, Richard. I may need you to double check this for me. The 19 of Michael Fahey. What scheme is he running? Is it red and green?
The 19 is showing white on mine.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. So that is not on our end, something on his end. That was the one that I saw that made me reload earlier because I wasn't for sure if something was going on or not. You know what? That battle right there, they're going at it again.
I don't know, Jeremy. You know, he's showing a custom truck on mine. So I don't know.
Something I have to look into later on.
And he's trying to make a move on Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson right in that middle lane. You can see those bumps in the middle of that corner. It just really upsets the truck. And that was Derek Welch that was up there in those bumps. And you can see how much that truck bounces.
Yeah, that was something I noticed last night too. That Bristol dirt race. After
it looked like 19 scrubbed the wall. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
After about yeah, I'm seeing the difference now. I'm seeing it on yours and mine. Ain't something picking up on mine. So. Well, people ain't here to see some of their paint schemes. They're here to see that door banging.
Well, the 32 has finally caught Drew Blaze in that 30, and he's trying to take away with that position. Richard Holland is right there along with him, and Bradley Cooper. So we got a 4-way battle for the same real estate, and that is going to be second position. It looks like they did a little bit of door checking right there, but still side by side as they come out of turn 2. That 30 truck on those older tires, he is working it. Yeah, Jeremy, what you were saying about the bumps at Bristol last night. Yeah, they just get terrible. The cars go airborne. Yeah. They called them whoops last night, and every time they said something about it, I thought of that dude on Mortal Kombat going whoops. You know, it was just crazy. But it was a lot of fun, you know, calling that 100% race.
Yeah, I missed the cautions by 1. I was saying 23. I think they ended up with 22.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm having to do what I've been preaching this week. I had to update my trading paints. So if somebody just heard me say that, I will not hear the end of this one.
Oh, now you got it. I see that 19. Oh, it looks like whoever was in front of the 19 actually scrubbed the
22,
wall.
I believe.
Oh, that's a 66. 66 is definitely off pace, and they are almost 4 wide coming out of turn 2. Definitely let out of that. Yeah, the 66 definitely.
They're 4 wide.
We saw him up front. Oh, my goodness.
66 got into the wall again.
Those old tires are definitely failing on him, and they are 3 wide, almost 3 wide as they come to turn 1. 3 wide now. 83, 20, and 19.
Yeah,
Oof.
that 66, his tires, you can tell they're gone, and he's having a time and a half with that truck.
Yeah, at what point do you say, okay, I'm losing too much time, I got to, and this could be a strategy, could be a, I don't know what kind, I don't know. If I see everybody in front of me pitting, unless I am laps down, I'm not pitting.
Most definitely not.
Yeah, because he went from the front all the way. He is down to the 19th position, still up 2 position from where he started the race, but everybody's just passing him right on by.
Yeah, and he's staying up on the high, so you can pretty much tell, you know, he ain't got much of a fight left with it, which, I mean, he pitted last time down on, I believe it was lap 41. Was when he last pitted, so, I mean, his tires are 7 laps older, but like we heard Cody saying when we was talking to him earlier, the temperature, the sun coming out, that's going to start making them tires add a few more laps on for each one. Yep, I am seeing the correct scheme for Michael Fahey right now on that 19, so my trading paints needed updated.
I got to give it up to Drew Blaze, though. You know, he was pretty much on the same strategy as the 66, and he is still holding up here in the top 6. You know, so it's still not a bad day for him. I mean, old tires, everybody, you know, trying to make it to him. Definitely making it hard for them to pass as they are about to go 3 wide coming out of turn 2. 22, 80. 22's back out there also. He was able to make it around. He did not blow his truck. And on the lead lap and fighting for the 5th position.
Yeah, that battle right there between, 4 to 8 is getting pretty interesting.
Oh, I am so glad I got the day off tomorrow.
Well, unfortunately, I go on call tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning, so you know what that means.
Well, I don't know what to say about you. Sorry. I'll think about you. Well, our leader has now started to catch up to traffic, and he is going to be working on Brad Clay in that number 31 brickwork truck and looking to put him 1 lap down. And so far the only person that we have a lap down is Tom Bars, and Once he puts the 31 down, we'll have 2 cars on 1 lap down. So it's not too bad for pretty much a short track.
No,
And-
they're making laps in. And I mean, he's still holding on right there in the edge of that top 10 position. So, I mean, he may have took it good, and if he can hold off about 10 more laps.
I mean, he is checked out. You got Ricky and Richard riding right there in second and third. They are 5 seconds back. The nearest truck to them is going to be the fourth position of Bradley Cooper, up eight spots from where he started, and he has got, he's going to have his hands full of that 22 of Juan Jimenez and Stanley Carnathan. Other than that, I mean, Drew Blaze still hanging out up there in that 8th spot, up 16 positions from where he started. So great night. If he gets a top 10 out of this, that's a great night for him.
Oh, most definitely.
And once the stage break comes, once the stage flag flies, maybe we'll bring him up if he's still hanging out there. Because right now, like I said, as of right now, he is the biggest mover of the race.
Yeah, he's also one that's actually putting on a showing. He's sticking with them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got 2 positions to give before he drops out of the top 10 and leaves the stage points. But I mean, it ain't looking like nobody's really there to challenge him.
Derek Welch, he's right around in the 12th position, down 6 spots from where he started. I don't know if that truck has just went away from him, but he has worked himself up from where he was at. From that restart at the stage break. So he's worked his way up just quite a bit, but everybody's too spaced out to really get to where he needs to be or where he wants to be. Yeah, everybody is definitely spaced out. And there you can see our leader has put the 66 1 lap down. So he is going to be the first car on the lead lap, and he is about to catch more lap traffic. Next car to go a lap down is going to be Matt Ackerson. And there is a caution on the track. Oh, and everybody's checking up. And let's see if we can find that.
Not seeing anything with the SDK, so I just wonder I don't know.
I see Tom Barsh entering the pits, and that might be. Let's check him out.
He's been in the pits for about 2 minutes, so.
Bonnet, maybe? No? You got in? Yeah, so. Don't know.
Well, that's only the 3rd caution we've had tonight, so. And one of them's been a stage break, so nothing too bad to complain about.
Will Blimp give me any better view?
Well, it looks like we've got everybody is pitting.
Now that I think about it, okay, Drew Blaze, stayed out. Okay, so everybody took tires at the last caution. But did the 30 take any tires? So he may have one more set than everybody else.
And right now is going to be the chance for Paul Joe.
Oh, I just found it. That was Richard Gray and the 20. So they were riding, and I don't know why SDK did not give us an indication. So let's find a better angle there. There we go. There you see the 20 is on the top coming out of turn 2. Richard Gray on the inside of him. Looks like I don't know what happened there. We are definitely going to have to find a different camera angle for that.
It looks like it.
I think the I think the 20 may have just come off the wall just a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at as it was coming out of turn 2. 20 may have gotten to the wall a little bit and just hit the wrong spot on the truck, and that caused it right there. But apparently it wasn't bad enough to yeah, SDK should have definitely signaled that one. But he kept moving. There wasn't no other vehicles in it, so I mean, it wasn't necessarily a crash, as SDK may have called it.
Yep. All right, so everybody is back on the same tire cycle. So, like we talked about Drew Blaze, that was a pretty good call for him. He's proven that he has a fast truck. I think just being stuck in the back where he was, he had to do something to get that track position. As you can see, the 27 and the 31 are elected to get their laps back. They can't be on the lead lap.
Yeah, they're definitely excited about that one.
Let me see if I can track down Mr. Drew Blaze and bring him up to the booth.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to give a shout out. We got Panic Puncher out there. Crew looking good. We trying to look good. And they starting up in June on Thursdays. So the late models, the 87s. So make sure y'all are still with us back when we get to June. It's going to be pretty interesting. These boys have a six series race shootout. Too many S's.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Them starting up. I love watching the 87s race. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have a little bit of time to sit down and watch those replays and get a video together for those guys. I got something pretty good in mind. But I do not see Mr. Drew Blaze in Discord, so we're not going to be able to bring him up.
No, he is not out there, but I'm going to tell you what, that Outcast Motorsports pretty much says, hey, we're taking the top. And all they got to do now is, well, 4 of their 5, 3 of their 4 are sitting in the top 5. Actually, 4. Yeah, you got what? Ricky, Richard, Bradley, and Cody. So that's
kind of
gonna
one-sided.
Yeah, it's a lopsided battle right there.
All right, we got the green flag, and because these guys are teammates, they're in the same chat. They got the same restart. Actually, all 3 of them, the 5, the 32, and the 14, they're all going to check out and try to get nose to tail as they come out of turn 2. 25 right there, along with second and third place. They're going to try to break away. As look at Cody Williams. He is already out 0.5 seconds or 0.6 seconds away from second, third, and fourth place. 22 of 1. Jimenez, he is right there in the 5th position. He's trying to make up some ground. We saw him up in the front earlier. He has went to the back and came back to the front due to an incident that he had that brought out our first caution. Might have been a controller disconnect. I'm not exactly sure. Truck malfunction, but he was able to go get it repaired, and now he's back in the 5th position. Great job by him making up all those positions. Stan Clay, he is working all over the bumper of the 22, but the 95 says, nah, y'all go at it. I'm going to sneak right on by on the bottom. And that he does. He's still on the bottom as they come down to turn 3. He is going to be able to make the pass on the 82, but is he going to be able to make the slide job? No, he's not. He's going to be stuck on the inside, and the 22 and the 82 are still right there. What you see, Jeremy?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm about not too far from that battle. I'm sitting here looking at the standings right now, and out of the top 10, you have got 2 teams pretty much dominating. You've got Outcast holding 4 spots. And you've got, I hope I say this right, Eon's team with Stan, John, and Bradley Rivers holding 7th, 8th, and 9th, with LeBlanc sitting in 12th. So, I mean, 7 of the top 10 cars are on one team, or 2 teams controlling it right now.
Not bad, not bad. Well, I just watched some 3 wide action just moments ago. 81 got, or I think that was 81 got a little bit out of shape. Yeah, that was just John Osborne. He got a little bit out of shape and forced them 3 wide, but they were able to hold it, and everybody got by. The 22 up top looked like he was in the wall just a second ago, and he is going to lose a bit of few positions between Kevin Winker and the 48 of Zeth Holly.
Yeah, as long as they're battling back there, I mean, you pretty much see Cody's not even looking in his rearview mirror no more. I mean, you've got 3 teammates back there behind you, so you're not getting no pressure from them right now. They're spread out pretty good. I mean, the only one you've got to really start worrying about is going to be Jacob Flinkhart, Stan, Bradley. I mean, they're starting to come into the picture, but I don't see them being able to catch up with Cody.
No, because as these tires wear out, your hands are going to wear out too. So depending on how you have that steering ratio, and that offset is going to be depending on how fast you wear out those tires. Those 3, you can probably pretty much guarantee that they're running all the same. And Cody being pretty dominant at this track, he's probably coaching them on where to run.
Yeah, every team member has got the strong one and the less strong one. And right now, running Outcast at Iowa, it looks like Cody's pretty much going to be the point man for the team for this track.
Cody is the Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Richard Holland is the Anakin. Oh, and we have a yellow flag again, but I see Juan. Juan was involved. Yeah, it's just scattered. Go see what we can take a look and see. All right, I'm riding on board with the 48. Oh, 83 gets into the 48, collects the 22 and the 20. Go back and see that in slow motion. Yeah, the 83 was definitely wide open coming through. Truck got a little bit tight, pushed up the track, got it into the 48's left rear, and just sent him spinning. Gave him, as he's spinning down the track, gave him another little tap, trying to straighten him out. But the 22 coming on the outside, he had nowhere to go. Locked him up. Took a little bit of damage. Doesn't look too bad, but the 20 had nowhere to go. And gave a little bit more damage to the 48.
Yeah, it was a tough break right there. And right now, it looks like we're going to have some green flag pit stops going on. Well, you caution.
I was about to say green flag.
Thinking of the beautiful grass, beautiful green grass.
Well, if you're the front runners, you pitted at lap 96, I do believe it was 96 or 98. So I'm staying out. I mean, I've already been in. They know they have fast trucks. You're gonna have to fight with the guys that are taking tires. Also, you got to be more careful on the new tires because they're not pumped up. So I'm staying out. They have control of the restart. They're in the same chat, so they know when to go.
Mr. ATL Racing coming in with a raid. Man, thank you, Atlanta. I hope you have been doing good down there.
Atlanta Racing, we appreciate that, my friend.
He's got him quite a few good series. He's got him a pretty good ARCA series. And he does a lot with DI9 designs, so y'all make sure y'all check him out.
Yeah, between him, Atlanta Racing, and you got Rick TV, Rick James. You know, those are two of the best in the business.
Atlanta gave me a lot of pointers when I first got into this. Man, one of the main things I always remember him telling me, he said, when you talk, sit upright and take a deep breath. Don't slouch. Sit upright, keep the shoulders back, and talk from like you mean it. So, and it still sticks with me, Atlanta. All that advice you gave me over 2 years ago when winning Xbox.
You didn't give me that advice.
Well.
Damn it. I didn't get that advice. Damn it.
I got it.
Glad you could share the knowledge there, Jeremy. Glad you could share.
Send it down through many more generations.
Yeah. All right, pace truck lights are still on. We'll probably be going green probably in about another lap or so.
While we're doing that, let's give a quick shout out to one of the sponsors, the DEP Paints. And we'll be green probably by the time we get back from it.
Speaking of DEP, Dustin Hall will be joining us in the booth tomorrow night for the Cup Series here at Dum Thumbs Racing League. So we'll have Dustin Hall, we'll have his sister, which is DEP's wife, in the booth. So y'all come out, show them some love. They do a lot of good stuff. They definitely go through a lot. They definitely need the break from everything they have going on. So let's try to help them out with that.
Yes, y'all make it sound like I ain't going to be there. I'm going to be in the track revealing SBRN's new car for this season. Firm appreciation of DEP graphics.
How'd you get a new car? I ain't even seen it yet. That's messed up.
Surprise,
Transparency.
surprise.
Transparency.
You didn't see the memo?
All good. No, I missed the memo.
Oh, it was transparent memo. It was clear. That's why.
All right, we're about to go back green. 14 has the control. 5 on the outside, 25 on right behind the 5, and the 32 on the inside. They all get a pretty good jump. Like I said, they are all in the same chat. So they all got the same jump, and they're going to try to line up as quick as possible to get nose to tail and see if they can't break away in a pack, to the point where Cody had last time. 25 is definitely still fighting on the outside of the 32. Highline is probably going to take it as they come out of turn 4. But here comes the 95. The 95 of Jacob Klinkart. He is up to the 5th position. And he's up 14 spots. So great job by that 95. Still fighting with the 32.
Yeah, that 95 of Jacob, he's looking to ruin that outcast party they've got going on. So I mean, he's one of the odd ones that his teammate is back towards the back. I believe his teammate. I'm not sure where his teammate is. I ain't seen him right now there, but he's looking to ruin the outcast party. But you've also got that team with Bradley and Stan. They're not going to make it easy for him either.
Yeah, absolutely not. Looking back further, through the field, I'm riding with Richard Gray. Richard Gray is up 11 positions from where he started. He was in 15th. He got involved with an incident with the 20, but still running top 15 for tonight. So he's looking to have a good night tonight, and I think he can do it. The Michelob Man.
Yeah, I ain't seen the Battle of the Bears break out yet, so.
No, I haven't either. And he's not too far ahead of, he's not too far ahead of Richard Gray. But Richard Gray has a little bit of work to do to get to him. As speaking of the 81 of John Osborne, Derek Welch is trying to get in front of the 81, but 81 is just not having it.
Yeah, that front side is, and Jacob, I guess, Outcast has got a nice little force shield set up for something, but Jacob could not seem to break into that top four.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, these top four guys are, in the same chat. They're running the same strategy, running pretty much the identical line, as you can see, coming out of the turn. They're almost running the same exact line.
Yeah, they're staying in constant communication. But, I mean, I'm seeing nobody right now that's going to be able to really challenge Cody. If it stays green, I mean, we've still got 101 laps, 100 minutes start finish. So, I mean, unless something tragic happens with him, I don't see nobody really being able to challenge him for that lead.
Got a pretty good battle, Well, it's not really a battle, but it's definitely starting to heat up between the 82 and the 95. That's going to be for your fifth position. Stan is doing a really good job. He's up 2 positions from where he started, but he hasn't broken into the top 5, in stage 2 yet, or in stage 2 at all. So he's definitely looking to capitalize, some good track positions as he is working on the inside of the 95. Here it goes. Going to try to come out of turn 2. Does he have the run? No, the 95 has got a nose on him. With the 80 right there behind him, he wants to play too. That's going to be Bradley Rivers. 82 tries the bottom. Truck's going to slide up just a little bit. Gets a little bit tight, but he's still going to have the 95 door to door. They're going to battle it out the best way they can. Clean racing. 95 is actually going to have the 82 at this time on the backstretch, utilizing that high line, that momentum that you get coming out of the corner. But the 82 is definitely not done yet. He is going to have the bottom line as they come to the start-finish line. 95 still had the position as they crossed.
Yeah, they're holding it off. I mean, 95, 82, Stan, Jacob, I mean, they're battling for that 5th position.
Got a pretty good battle going into 3 and 4. That's going to be the 19 and the 28. That's going to be Michael Eckerson and Michael Fay. Or, I'm sorry, Matt Eckerson and Michael Fay. And they were side by side for just a few minutes, for a few seconds as they were going through 3 and 4. But it seems like the 28 had to check up for a little bit and lost a little bit of ground. But he's going to try it again down at the bottom. He thought he had the entry, backed off, and coming out of 4, he's going to tuck right behind the 19. So that battle fizzled out really quick.
Yeah, but that one up there in the front between Jacob, Brad, and Stan, it's starting to pick up as Stan's finally got bombed, but now you got Bradley Rivers coming into the picture.
Yeah, I'm still riding on the back 2x2, side by side at 83 and 45 of Mark Collins, and that's going to be Michael LeBlanc. They have been, going at it for quite a few laps, and you have the 10 of Justin Johnson. Definitely not his night tonight. He has had a strong truck at other tracks, but tonight he just has not been able to get there. He's only up 1 position from where he started, and he's watching these 2 guys battle it out in front of him. We're going to take a ride with him. Oh, hold on. But he's got a great view of this side-by-side battle between the 45 and the 83. And there you can see the 22 just blowing right on by. 22 not having a good night. He's been up to the front and went right back to the back. He is riding in the 21st position, down 19 spots from where he started this race.
But the night he's had, Richard, it could be a whole lot worse. I mean, controller issues, been involved in 2 wrecks, and still on the lead lap, I believe.
Yes, he is on the lead lap. Depending on where our leader is, and depending on where he's at, he's coming out of turn 4. The leader is just now coming out of turn 2, down the backstretch into turn 1. So they're about a half a track ahead of him. so they're not in jeopardy of going a lap down anytime soon.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna try to say this, but I'm liable to butcher it. Smiliki 075 Gaming came in with a follow and some cheers, brother. We appreciate it. I hope I said it like Smiliki 075 Gaming. Y'all make sure to give him a make sure to give him a follow and check him out.
Yeah, we
You
definitely
try saying
appreciate
it,
that.
Richard.
No, I like hearing you. I like it here. I like to hear it coming from you. So. Say it like it's one.
Smiliki 075 Gaming. Say it fast. I tell you what, I bet you can't.
I'm not even gonna attempt. So you can't knock me for not trying.
Tell you what, if you say it as fast as Cody Williams is moving, you might be good.
I'll tell you somebody else that's on the move in this section of the race is going to be Derek Welch. He just moved back up to the 8th position, and I think he has been just laying back, saving tires, and now he's moving towards the front. He just made a move on Kevin Winker on the inside, and he was able to do the slide job and get in front of the 42. And now he's going to work on the outside of the 95 as they go into turn 1. He's going to ride that middle lane, and he's going to have the momentum. 95 is definitely going to fight back, but the 80, the 95 makes contact, and oh my goodness. So that's probably going to bring out a caution. Derek Welch and the 95 got together, and I believe that temper's going to fly, and there's the yellow. So hopefully he got the caution before the leaders did pass, but let's go take a look at that because that was craziness.
Well, luckily we was actually on that position battle when it happened.
And there it was right there.
And
we're going to stop that.
They're saying, Richard, you say it, they'll cheer again.
What?
If you pronounce it, they'll cheer again.
Well, I said no, I said it earlier. Shamikli? No. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the 95 slid in and slid up.
Yeah, it looks like his truck may have gotten a little bit tight. I mean, they were side by side. We're going to ride with Derek Welch on this one. But they were side by side. Derek riding right behind the 80. 95 coming up. Yeah, his truck gets so tight. And Derek never moves. He never drops down. And 95 and the 1 just make contact. And so he locks him up and turns it around.
Yeah, Derek's still having that luck again, so he got him a laugh at our expense. So I mean, you could probably put a twist on it. If you say it slow, it's like Smiliki 075. I mean, you can turn that so many ways.
Quit, you're killing me.
Well, we've got about 80 laps left, so we've got to have some way to kill the time off while they're under this caution.
So let me ask you this. I was so dumbfounded. Okay, so person at work came up with used the term. Have you ever heard the term 38 hot?
I've heard hotter than a 38.
Well, it's probably the same meaning, but in the Urban Dictionary, yeah, you pretty much exactly what you said. It's referring to a firearm. It's like, where the hell do y'all come up with these terms? So yeah, Urban Dictionary. I don't know who made it up, but it just does not make any sense.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary can just pretty much do whatever. All right, much respect on that. When he's at the firehouse, he must be on call, getting some entertainment. Be safe. Thank you for what y'all do, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Any of those first responders or anybody along that line is high praise in my book.
I want to go back into law enforcement so bad. You know, I spent a couple years in it up there in North Carolina, but man, the pay that I make for what I do, I love to help people, but my job is so easy and I make more money. It's the only thing that's stopping me from doing it.
That 24 shift. Them on call days.
Well, you can come in and hang out with us anytime you like if you're on those calls.
We're here 5 days a week almost.
Yeah, we're here almost all the time.
Yeah, it's like that being with the nurse. I mean, we've been together 7 years, and she goes on call sometimes. It's just ridiculous. I may go 2 or 3 days without seeing her, especially during when that pandemic was going on. That was wild. So much props to everybody along that line.
You gotta make an appointment to see her.
Yeah, for real. I gotta get sick to see her. Which luckily now she's changed. She ain't on it. Well, she's on it more. But
Honey, you wanna play doctor?
running a nursing home now, so it's a whole lot more time consuming. I see her less than I did when she was at the hospital, so gives me more time to spend with y'all.
All right, looks like the 19 is going to be in control. We haven't seen him leading this race yet, but yeah, the 19 to 30, the 22, and the 59. 59 didn't really get a good jump on that restart, so he's going to check up the outside line, and you're going to see the 10 of Justin Johnson move up to that high line in front of the 59 coming out of 2. They are going to be 3 wide, and they might have some contact, but they keep it together. That's going to be the 25, the 59, and the 5. It looks like that was some sketchy stuff right there, but they were able to hold it. But the 32 is saying, "You're holding me up. I needed to go. Let me by." But they're not letting it happen. 3 wide again as they come out of turn 2. 59 just doesn't have the tires to stay where he was at. And it didn't take long for Cody Williams to get back out to the front, but his teammates are way back there in traffic. The 32 is sitting in the 9th position. The 5 is sitting in the 6th position. So his teammates are no... Oh, we got a big one. The 82 is around. Looked like a big one. All right, let's go back and see what happened there. There's the 82 at the top of your screen. We're going to ride with him just for a minute. They are 3 wide going into 1 and 2. We're going to slow it down right here because this is where pretty much it happened. It looks like the 32 may have gotten a little bit of contact from the 00, sent him out the track, and sent the 82 into the wall. Has him locked up.
Yeah, he said it right out there. A lot of racing left. You know, that's a bad break for Stan, too, because he's actually been running it pretty good.
Yeah, I do believe that. I didn't see it. There you see the 00 come down to the bottom of your screen. 3 wide. And I believe the 00 may have came up just a little bit. I could be wrong, but that's a better camera angle than I had. Yeah, there he comes right up the track. So It looks like a kind of a net code issue that pushed the 32 up into the 82. So I wouldn't say that's on the 32 per se, because it did look like a little bit of a net code issue. There was never any contact that we could see.
Stan done the smart thing. He locked the brakes up, sit there, and then everybody go by. So that's good driver ethics by him. But I can tell you what, that mouth is probably not being too ethical right now, as he is probably not too happy.
Oh, yeah. Well, Michael Fay is still hanging on to that second position. Drew Blaze still up there hanging out. We've seen him up there earlier on older tires, but those older tires, he made work for him. Juan's back up in the fourth position. Hopefully he can stay there. I don't think he has any more fast repairs left.
And I just want to give a major shout out to all 25 that's out there watching that tonight. 28 right now that's out there watching it tonight. And all the new followers tonight, there's a little purple button, bottom right hand side. You click that, give it all your information. If you've got Prime, it's free. So make sure you use that Amazon Prime sub for us. We'll put it towards speech therapy.
Yeah, definitely. I have a problem remembering my own name sometimes.
Tell you a story. It was I was actually in a race a few nights ago with Richard Gray in an open, and I don't think he realized I was in there. But I knew it was him because he had the Michelob card, so I knew it was him. I kept pulling up beside him, telling him, "Richard, are you there?" He wasn't in Discord. He wouldn't hear me on the chat, so I was like, "All right." Well, I finally gave him a little bump in the rear end when we was under caution.
Oh, I bet that mic came alive.
Oh, it did. And then when he found out who it was all right, but it was just, I'm trying to get your attention. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Cody is he's getting all the attention right now. He's just pretty much, that green flag drops, he's, like you say, he's got a rocket on the side of that truck.
Yeah, he's got some illegal fuel or something. I don't know, but I think they're gonna tear that truck down for inspection.
Speaking of it, I believe I've got wind that the Cup race is postponed right now.
Due to rain.
And you know what? I actually called that in a in the Team Super Shoe Facebook chat. They done a poll and I had to modify it, saying it's going to be a rain and delay. And nope, they're back on. Okay. I bet there is some mud slinging right now.
I was trying to watch it before this race came on, and I just could not get into it. Bristol just does not look right as a dirt track. Cup cars do not look right as dirt cars.
That's what we got street stocks for.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're looking to go back green. 14, 19 on the front row. 14 gets a pretty good jump. 19 kind of slow on the restart, but he does get a pretty good restart with the 22 right on the back bumper. He was trying to help out the 19 to get him going, but the 30 is going to work his way up and slide in front of the 22. So they're going to be single file 1 through 4. Here comes the 10. He dives it in deep and fast. Is he going to be able to hold it coming out of the turn? Yes, he is. He's going to stay behind the 22, and they're going to be 2x2 for fourth on back.
Well, what really is going to worry me there, Richard, is you've got Michael, Drew, and Michael Fahey and Drew Blaze both on 30 lap old tires. Everybody else is on fresh tires. Well, around 141 when they last pit. So it's them tires are actually going to play into a major factor, and I'm honestly surprised for Hayes actually to stay up there with him the way he is.
Oh, sending it in. Almost got into that 10, got him a little bit sideways, maybe from an aero draft, maybe they made contact, I don't know, but he's got to definitely be careful of sending it in that hard, because you're going to get an earful if you send one of these guys around, and it looks like you just made contact coming out of turn 4 with the 48, but they keep it straight and they keep it green.
Yeah, we've got a lot of movement back towards the back of the pack around P15 or so. That group there, PJ Latrell, Justin, John, and Jacob Nycart, they've kind of all ganged up together, and it's starting to look pretty interesting back there.
We have a three-way battle for the third position. You got the 25, the 30, and the 19 all right there together. 25 working at the bottom lane, at 19 up high. 30 going to tuck in behind the 19. Is the 19 going to try to send it into the bottom as they come into turn 3? No, he's just going to stick it out right where he's at. He does have older tires than these guys up front, so he may just be trying to ride it out until they get another caution. Looks like Juan and the 48 are going at it pretty darn good. But here comes the 00. He's going to try to look to the inside of Juan in that 22, but he's not going to have the momentum, so he dives it right back in. At 00, PJ, he's got a fast truck, and he's got a good entry. As you can see right now, all on the back bumper of that 22. He wants to get to the front, but I think he's trying to get there too fast, and it may be causing some mistakes.
Yeah, you've definitely got to have patience with this track. I mean, that's really what it boils down to.
Man, I'll tell you what, for a highlight reel, they're going to have, a bunch of good footage on this, because you got another three-way battle between the 31 and the 30. Oh! Somebody is out of shape. That's a 28. 28 was out of shape. They were 3 wide for a few seconds. And the 28, contact between the 82 and the 32. No harm, no foul, but they did make contact, pushed the 82 down the track just a little bit, just before they got to turn 1. It's still a hornet's nest, and it's still anybody's race, as we are only at lap 163 of 225, so still a lot of racing to go, and there's a lot of side-by-side and position changes going on. Derek Welch is trying to take the position away from the 10 of Justin Johnson, and he is able to do it. Stan Carnathan is going to try to make that pass also and advance him a position, and he has not been able to do it yet, but he's still working on it. Jeremy?
Yeah, there's some battles seriously going on right now. And I'm riding right now watching as the little group from P5 to P10, as they are pretty much door to door. And there it went.
Yellow is out.
Ricky was the receiving end of that one.
Ricky, oh man, we saw him get into an incident with the just a little earlier. And this time it's Richard Gray going to push up into him, and he is going to take the 42 with him also. Let's see if we can back that up just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Richard went in a little too hot. What's that? What was it said? He went in hot like a 38?
He was 38 hot right there. And gets up into the 42. Yeah, a lot of damage to that 32, but I do believe he does have a fast repair. He's kept that truck clean all night long.
But yeah, it wasn't too many involved in that one, Richard, so he may be able to get back out there. I mean, Outcast probably ain't too happy about that, but
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in their chat. Actually, I don't think you can be a fly on the wall in a chat. Maybe a virus in the chat. I don't know.
Well, it depends on, I guess, if your chat's in a wall. What if it's outside? What if it's outside?
I don't know.
Me either.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't get paid to think that much.
Me neither. Well, yeah, you are right. It is definitely getting dicey out there. Everybody trying to get back up to the front, especially the 32. He was up front pretty much all this race, and now he's in the back. He's in the back trying to work his way back up, and just mistakes, and with not a lot of laps to go, I'll be driving as hard as I can too.
Yeah, it's getting down to the nitty gritty, so it's going to be pretty interesting. I mean,
We got
pitting,
about
obviously.
60 laps, so
I mean, I'd be having to take me a pit stop here.
well, do you take a pit stop now, or do you wait till almost the end and let everybody take themselves out, because that's going to bunch them all back up? Actually, you know what? I know Ricky is in one of the chats. Let's bring him up. Ricky, this is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do.
Well, we was watching you, and that did not play in your favor. Looks like you made the 110 of Richard Gray made a little bit of contact to you, and you collected the 42, I believe it was, of Kevin Winker. Man, you're trying to get back up to the front. Do you have anything left to get back up to the front?
Well, I'm still sitting on a set of tires here, so I guess we're going to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I know I checked up. I don't know if I had somebody in front of me, but you can't drive over the guy in front of you if he's there. That's standard, I think, but I don't know where Richard come from, whether he was coming off the flat of the racetrack or on the racetrack. I never even saw him, but that's short track racing, and that's just part of it, man. I'm trying not to get too bent out of shape because we know we still got a long ways to go.
Absolutely. You still got one of those fast repairs left?
Yeah, we still got one left.
Well, that's good. Save that to the end. You're sitting back towards the back. I hope you get back up there. Y'all been running strong all night, and good luck with the rest of the race. We're going to get you back down to your team just before you go green.
All righty, thank you, sir.
We appreciate you coming through.
Enjoy the rest of this one.
We gonna try to. All right, that was Ricky in that number 32 that just was involved in an incident. So hopefully he can get back up
You know
to the front.
what, them Outcast guys, they're always pretty cheerful. You know,
Man, I wish every time I wreck somebody, they go, yeah, no problem. We'll get back up there.
yeah, for real. It's like, oh, you took out half my truck. You're good. Let me go buy you a beer. You've already drunk enough, or you wouldn't have went in too fast. Which that's seriously looks like what happened. Richard Gray took it a little too hot going in. Too many Michelobes. So here we are under caution. Caution number 4.
Number 4, where you at? What race you watching?
Well, I'm not counting stage breaks.
We have caution number 7, 2 straight breaks, and this one makes 7. Bam. And the 14 gets a really good jump on the restart with the 25 in tow, and Richard Holland is going to drop back to 3rd position. He was started on the outside, so maybe that may have been a strategy, but the 83 of Michael LeBlanc, I think I said that right, sorry if I didn't, and Brad Rivers, they want to get up to the front too. They want to lead this thing if they can. Looks like they got a pretty good truck on the long runs, but only time will tell. Cody Williams has dominated this race from a lap 1, and he's planning on closing and sealing the deal. What you see back there, Jeremy?
I'll tell you what, right now we're kind of watching Double O Joe as he's back here in the back. Well, he's not Double O in this one, but
Yeah.
what is he? 27 Joe.
27.
But,
That don't sound right.
no, I don't. He's holding it pretty steady. I mean, he's back there with Justin Johnson and Jose and Mark Collins. So, I mean, they're just pretty much trying to keep up with what's going on, I guess.
We got a pretty good battle between the 00, the 1, the 82, the 19, and the 81. That's Derek Welch, PJ, the 19 of Michael Fay, and Stan Carnathan. Man, they are going at it.
And you know, Stan's going to be a man on a mission. I mean, he was up there in the front, had some bad luck in that caution couple back, so he's looking to get back up there in the front.
Caution again. And that is going to be Anthony in that 59. Looks like he is the one that's going to bring out that caution. So he is coming out of turn 4. Oh, him and Mark Collins get together. Oh, who was that? The 32 again.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I wonder if we bring him up here again if he's still going to be as cheerful. I can hear it now. Well, it's just short track racing. He drove up in front of me.
Well, now he said he does have that fast repair, so he is not out of this. Not out of it, not one bit. Oh, that was a hard hit too. So maybe he can make it back around the pit road and get that truck all. Yeah, I know he's going to use it now.
It was that commentator's curse. We talked about him.
Yeah. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. That was a hard hit on that 59 too. And I don't know if he has any fast repairs left, so he definitely wants to get that damage repaired. I don't think he does because he was involved in another incident and his truck looked pretty clean up until then.
Yeah, they're running out of laps and cautions, or tires. They ain't running out of cautions, but I don't think we're going to be nowhere near as many as it was.
Well, we got a new leader. That's going to be Bradley Rivers. Michael LeBlanc is in the second position. Seth Holly is in third. Jacob Klinkart in fourth in that 95. We've seen him battling, quite a bit. And he has finally made it up to the top 5 and up 15 positions from where he started, if I might add. 81 of John Osborne riding in that 5th position. Michael Fay in 6th. PJ in 7th in that 00. Derek Welch back up to 8th position after the run-ins that he's had. So Juan Jimenez in that 22. He's had a couple of incidents himself, and he's back up to the top 10. And Stan Carnathan is going to wrap up your top 10.
Yeah, Stan's been putting on. Here comes the Hooters jokes. DEP has entered the building.
I don't see a Hooters car out there, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Right there, it's on front. Titties are leading.
You know what? Oh, it's a darker colored car. That's why I didn't recognize it. It was not the white and orange. I might need to put my glasses on. Old age, it can get to you sometimes, and you just don't pay attention to the little details. And you're like, oh no, how did I miss that?
Well, that's how you get to the front. You use those titties. And he has done it in that Hooters truck. But now the thing is, can he hold it up there? I mean, he's had pretty strong racing. He's got a teammate starting on his outside with Michael. And you've got another one of them in the P5 and John Osborne, which we hadn't spoke much of him today, but he is...
He has been back there. He has had a lot of fast guys that he has been battling. John Osborne has been doing a really good job staying out of trouble. His truck looks clean. I don't think I can't say he doesn't have a scratch on it, but...
Don't say it. We don't want anybody getting a wreck because of us.
I can't help what their driving does now. I mean, if we mention their name and they get all excited, we cannot help that. We're not responsible for that particular thing. Is that Bruce? Who's Bruce?
Bruce Wayne. Batman.
Oh, Batman. I haven't been looking at the chat, so I just caught on that. I'm like, what?
Well, I'm going to tell you somebody who's earned his way and got up there to the front, and that is Michael in the 83.
Yeah, and I like the strategy that these guys are doing. You know, the 14, he's on a different tire strategy than the 80 and the 83. They're on a different tire strategy. So I do believe that they all have at least one set between those two teams, at least one set left. They're going to save what they have until, you know, another caution comes out. If another caution comes out. If it doesn't, then they're all going to be riding another 46 laps on the same exact tires, and we're about to go back green. Pace truck pace truck is off the track, and the 80 and the 83 get a really good jump. Being in the same chat, they were able to take off, and they're going to get in line and try to leave these guys behind. And the yellow is out again. That's going to be Richard Holland. Has brought out the yellow flag according to SDK. Not saying that's the exact person, but Richard Holland right on the top of Richard Gray. They are 3 wide, 25, 110. And I got to get a better look at this, but it looks like the 110 gets a little bit tight and gets into the 5 and just sends him around.
Well, we had talked about Outcast earlier having a pretty much dominating team, and now it's going to be the Aeon's team of Bradley, Michael, and John Osborne, as they've got 3 of the top 5 trucks belongs to them.
I'm not going to count this Outcast team out yet. They still have their fast repairs, so I'm not going to count them out.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough lick on the backside of that 5 car.
Well, let's see. You got Cody Williams back there in the back. He is riding in the 17th position. The 32, he is back in the 24th position. And the 5 is now in 26. So they are all the way at the back.
Yeah, it's looking like you may see a few pits come in on this go around.
And yeah, that's what I think. That's what they're expecting. Okay, we get another caution. These guys are going to go in and pit. We're not going to pit. We're going to move right to the front because we don't have that old of tires. We know what our tires can do. So I think that's going to be their strategy.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Richard. The way I think of it is, you've only got what they pitted on last round 141. So, I mean, you've got 40-something laps on there. Tires are starting to get good and wore in. So, I mean, your tires might be on point as compared to having some new tires trying to break them in for the next 40 laps.
Yeah, that's pretty much, you're right about that. They may have went through their heat cycles, and they're pretty much at the point they're going to be throughout the race, and these new tires have not went through all the heat cycles. So yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I'm not the driver out there, but you know, that's how I mean, you get cold tires, you're gonna not be able to hold that line as strong. So yeah, I'd hold off. I mean, hold off on my pits at least to lap 200 and more if there's another one.
Well, the pace truck lights are still on.
So I think this is going to come into a pretty interesting pit strategy.
Let's see what Mr. Brad Rivers has to say. Oh, I'm sorry, Brad Clay. Isn't he? Yeah. If I can get him up here. 10. Brad, this is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. I know you only have about one lap, but you're leading this race. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Just these cautions are actually saving my tires. Now I got some fresh tires behind me. But I'm really praying for at least one more caution, at least probably 20 laps or probably 15 laps or so into the run, and then take my last set of tires and try to make a run from there. Well, I feel pretty good right now. The truck feels good, but we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Definitely look strong. Definitely look forward to see what you can do, even with those guys on older tires way in the back. Actually, your former leaders are way back there. So we think you'll be all right. But good luck and get a good restart. We'll put you back down with your teammates.
Thanks, guys.
Where were you at?
Aeon's Motorsports.
Oh, that's right.
I got him put in there.
All right, back under green, and it looks like he got the good jump on the 83. Michael must have been sleeping, but it looks like he's going to be able to track it and make up a little bit of time coming off of turn 4. But like you said, hoping for one more caution throughout the rest of this race so he can dive in, get some 4 fresh feel goods, and hopefully pull off a win. 83 and 48 are going at it side by side. 48 down on the bottom. He's going to try to make the pass. They're going to get really close door to door as they come to the line. They're side by side, pretty much even as they go into turn 1 and 2. 48 is definitely going to have the advantage on the low line. Can he seal the deal? Yes, he does. It makes the slide job and and just moves up in front of the 83. 83 going to try the same move coming out of 3 and 4, but it's not going to work, and he's going to let the 19 go right on by. 19 scraped the wall just a little bit, but never lost any ground. What you seeing out there, Jeremy? Well, it looks like I'm by myself for the moment. Derek Welch still in at that 8th position with a mirror full of the 22. 22 going to look to the inside as he comes to the line and going to turn 1. 22, 1 on the outside. Is he going to be able to make the pass? Juan has been in a couple of incidents, so not his best run, but he is doing very well riding in that 9th position, and Derek is not going to give up that 8th position very easily. All 3 Toyotas running right there side by side. There is Drew Blaze. He is up 13 positions from where he started. He is working on the 82 truck of Stan Carnathan, or vice versa. The 82 truck is working on Drew Blaze. But still, a great run by these guys, making it look so easy with these side-by-side battles. Back up front, looks like Mr. Bradley Rivers definitely made the right call and did not pit. He has broke out to a 0.77 second advantage over second place and 0.87 over third. They still have a lot of time to catch Bradley, but Bradley looks like he's got a strong truck. He just needed that fresh, clean air to do it. 48 made up a little bit of time coming out of turn 4, but it looks like Bradley is just a little bit better in 1 and 2. So it's a little bit of give and take on the track, and they're going to battle it out for the 3rd position. 19 going to try the crossover move on the 48. Is he going to be able to do it? Coming to turn 3, 19 on the inside, 48 on the outside. 19 moves up just a little bit, causing the 48 to move up, and they get nose to tail coming out of turn 4.
We've got one off the track right now.
Crash. That's going to be the 00, but the caution has not come out just yet. No yellow, no yellow.
The yellow is not out.
Yeah, one truck spinning. That's going to be race. Oh, there it is. So, we'll go back and take a look at that. That was... Yeah, it looks like the 00 just... 00, they were pretty much 3 wide. Looks like he had a little bit of contact between the 82 and Derek Welch was right there and just caught the rear bumper. Maybe not. No contact between the 82, so it looks like Derek Welch. Yeah, it looks like he came up the track just a little bit and made contact with the left rear.
And luckily there was no other vehicles involved in that one, so...
Yeah, I don't think he got any damage from that, so, you know... All right, so pit road is going to be busy. It looks like Juan in that 22 decided he was going to stay out. He's going to try to lead out, so... This is definitely interesting. You're coming down. This is probably going to be your last set of tires.
Yeah, it's like I was saying. I mean, the ones who pitted, about 5-6 laps ago, their tires are probably in a better temperature shape than the ones that are fixing to come out on green. But with that said, in another 20 laps, how's the track going to be at? Where's your tires going to be at? So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation.
Yeah. So that's going to put the 22 in control of the restart when we go back green. Cody Williams in that 14 is back up front along with Kevin Winker. He has made it up to the 3rd position. Bradley Cooper in that 25 riding around in 4th. And Jose Riviera, welcome to the top 5, my friend. Joe Bennett in that 27, 00 Joe in the Cup Series. He has made it up 11 positions in that sixth place.
I'm gonna tell you what though, Richard, cars from position 1 to 9, they are all last pitted around 175. You've got some that's came out that just now out on 196, so their tire is going to be 25 laps fresher, and that's going to consist of everybody from about 10th and back pitted.
Yeah, so 10th and back pitted, so they're going to have the freshest tires. Yeah. A lot of these guys are going to be in trouble, you know, of holding on to that position. But how many cautions are going to come out before then? We're on caution number 10. Let's see who can guess how many cautions we're going to have before the end of the race. It's been a fairly clean race thus far.
You know what, Richard?
I'm thinking 12.
You know what I'll do? I'm going to tell you what. We ain't going to we're going to kind of pull it like we did last night. Well, not we did, but you did. We're at what? Caution, you said 10 right now?
10.
Probably need to save it for longer.
Yeah, we're going to... Yeah, if we would have called this earlier.
Yeah, we should have called it earlier. We might do it one this week, but what we will do is we may have some kind of trivia giveaway or something. It's going to be a good one, and you may wind up getting a free SBRN shirt. And if you hadn't seen them yet, we've got about 7 different colors, so look them up on Facebook.
Well, Diz Devil said 13 before it's all said and done. I'm saying 12. I think that's a pretty good number.
I'm saying we can have a 25-lap shootout.
No, I think it's going to be a lower because we're going to get a caution. We're probably going to have when it's all said and done, we'll probably have a 10-lap shootout. You got some hungry folks back there in the back.
Yeah, especially back from about 10 and back.
And they ain't afraid to use those bumpers.
I see 3 or 4 of this back there that is not afraid one bit to send it in.
Yeah, so some of these guys that I looked that did not pit, they may not have the best handling truck already. So you have the 66. You know, he's riding around. He's up 11 positions. Um, but he has not had the best of luck or the best handling truck throughout the night. And you have the 59 right there that has not either. So Juan is going to take the green flag. He pretty much goes immediately, tries to lead the 14 in the dust, but the 14 gets a really good restart. Kevin Winker going to try to work on the inside of the 14, but going to back it out and just tuck on behind the 25. Going to try to close the door before he gets to the outside, but he's not able to get there. Juan in that 20 truck, he's going to try to make it 3 wide as they come out of turn 4. 25, 42, going to make a slide job in front of the 25, and then the 25 is going to make a slide job in front of the 20, and they pretty much go back 2 wide as they go into turn 1. Oh, we got one out of shape, kind of a little ways back there, and that's going to be the 95. Looked like he was out of shape just a little bit. He got a little bit squirrely, kept it straight, and they are going to be battling it out. Oh, 3 wide, contact, 48. 48's around. Oh, 35's involved. No. So the 48 had a bunch of contact. And there he is right there. That was coming out of, and that was a 59. And that's what I was saying. He did not have the best handling truck. As you can see, the 48 is giving him a little bump draft. He does check up in the corner. So there was no pushing, no nothing in the corner. Get a little bit better camera angle here. We'll go far chase. Drifts up the track. He is fighting a tight race truck. 48 is like, okay, you're going to go high. I'm going to hold this middle lane. .48 drifts up. So it kind of looks like the 59 also came down just a little bit. So I think it was just a little bit of, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure everybody is going to be reviewing that. Quite a few trucks involved. 35 was involved in that.
Yeah, we're riding right now on the hood of the 30 car Drew Blaze. He's got a pretty good sight of what happened right there. Yeah, it looks like one gets up into the wall, coming almost into the start finish.
He comes down off the wall. I think there's a little bit of up and down. So I think the 48 drifted up just a little bit, but Juan was coming down, and that's when they got together. And then there's the 35. Drew Blaze barely made it through there without any contact.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to follow 59 and him getting into the wall just a little bit. Which he's sliding up.
And then he comes right back down. Right there. Now, the way the track lays out, I mean, coming to that tri-oval, it's very hard to tell which truck moves. So, that, like I said, that's going to be definitely under review.
Oh, and the 31 barely skins by. Mr. Brad Clay.
Did you say Blad?
Brad Clay. I may have said it. I don't know. He had a real close encounter on that one. That is, I'm going to say, is what's going to be the oh shit moment of the race tonight.
The pucker moment. I'll tell you one truck. The one truck that has not gotten any damage
Don't say
tonight.
it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, I'm going to say it. You want to know?
Pace car?
The pace truck.
Ooh, he got a little bit of damage off of it. not too much, but it could have been a whole lot worse for him than what it was. It looks like Brad Clay is in and done for the night.
I hate to see that. Well, we got quite a few people a lap down too. So before we only had one car a lap down, but now we have from 21st to 28th, so 7 cars, so 1 lap down.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to make it pretty interesting. It's about 18, well, be probably about
19
16
to
to
go.
go when to go green.
No, it's going to be 17. It's 18 to go right now. Yep, the pace truck lights are out. So it's going to be an 18-lap shootout. Now, some of these guys do have tires left. Like the 22, he probably has a set left unless he's working on some old stuff. And so far, this Devil is looking pretty good on the cautions there. If we have 2 more, you got it.
Maybe next week we'll have the giveaway for the over-under on the cautions.
All right, 22 getting ready to take the green flag. The start is on him. 14 on the outside, 25 on right behind the 22. And he is going to take off like a rocket. 25 going to try to capitalize and take the second position away from the 14, but is he going to be able to do it? 14 has been dominant all race along, coming right out of turn 2. 25 on the inside. 25 going to slide up just a little bit. He keeps it under control, but he's going to be able to make the move in front of Cody Williams. But Cody Williams is going to fight right back. Oh, the 20 sliding up the track. He makes contact with the 42, pushes him up. They both had, wreck in the back. 95, 81, 82 in. Oh, dang. That's going to hurt a little bit. That's definitely going to hurt just a little bit. We're going to ride with the 82 and find out exactly what happened.
And that was teammates. Don't know if they was both involved in that, but that was a major chain reaction that started.
So it looks like the 81 may have bounced off the wall just a hair.
Yep. Bounced off of it, and looks like he got in. And Stan was just an innocent bystander.
Yeah, Stan had nowhere to go. You see him look left, you look right. Oh, he didn't know where to go. Scraped the wall just a little bit.
We've got one towards the back. I'm not for sure if Matt Eckerson, we haven't spoke much with him, but it looks like he was the start of a second one. But that may have been just the result of everybody checking up and.
Let's see what Richard Gray took a lot of damage too. So let's see what he saw. Richard Gray is about to blow up.
Seth Hawley caught up in another one.
So riding around with Richard Gray, he took a lot of damage also. And there you see they are. There he is right there. You see the smoke in front, and I don't think he had anywhere to go. Derek Welch trying to woo up. Oh, yeah, Richard Gray just clobbered the 95. 95 went for a ride. So, oh, the 95 is coming right down in front of DW. DW on the brakes. He does get it slowed down. Doesn't collect any damage. That's good driving for DW.
That's what's going to happen, just like Gaming said out there. Everyone trying to go at once with nowhere to go.
So Juan is going to be still the leader with the 25 that was able to get around the 14 of Cody Williams. Jose Riviera having a really good night, sitting in 4th position. Kevin Winker is right where he started at the beginning of the race.
Well, it's always good to finish where you start if you don't finish no further back.
Now take a look at Mr. Bradley Rivers in that 80. He is moving on up. He is now in the 6th position with Michael Fay right behind him and Michael LeBlanc.
We've got a lot of Bradleys, Michaels,
There's too many.
and Richards.
Yeah. Richard Gray, Richard Holland, me. So we're on caution number 12 with 12 to go at this moment. The pace truck lights are still on, so I think this devil is gonna have this one unless we see some more cautions.
Yeah, but Juan's been putting up a pretty good battle up there.
Yes, I think once the 14 actually gets into the line that he wants or needs to make the cornering, I think you're going to see that 14 get right back up to the front. But he has no more teammates up there with him. All his teammates are...
The closest one is the 5 car of Richard Holland. So,
and 9th. Yeah.
Yeah, Outcast Motorsports has been outcasted from the top 10 pretty much.
That's such a shame, too. They've been really good all night. All right, those pace truck lights are off. We're going to have 10 to go at the restart.
What's it looking like from the front of Bradley Cooper's truck?
You want to go on board?
Go on board, because I'm sitting on board with one right now.
Juan definitely got a really good jump, but Bradley Cooper, he was not sleeping, so he didn't get too far away. Going to take it into turn 1, try to catch up to the 22, but it looks like he may have a challenge from the 14. 14 going to try to get back around him as they come out of turn 2. Cooper going to stay in that high line, let out the gas, and ease back in it, use that momentum. Oh, contact! They're both in the wall. No caution. Oh, there's the caution. Oh, another one. All right, this is going to be Michael Fay. They got involved in that. Quite a few involved, and we were on board with that. Oh, my goodness. So, here we are with the 25, riding side by side.
And that started right there at the start-finish line.
So it looks like the 14 may have came up. Don't know exactly. 20 was involved. 19 got a piece of it. 19 got turned by the 20, and the 19 came up and got the 25 again. Oh, Stan, did he make it through? He's checking up. The 82 almost. Oh, he got damaged. I thought he was going to be able to make it through.
I tell you what, Paul Ferniani, now he locked him up when he started seeing it. Went through the tri-oval, slowed it down, and it looks like it got loose from him.
Well, looks like We got quite a few takers on pit road. 80's on pit road. That's going to be in Brad Rivers. Bradley Cooper, of course, is on pit road. Oh, he had a fast repair. Would you look at that? So he's got a brand new ride, and he is down and away.
Never hurts to have that ace in the hole.
Absolutely. 19 making it around. So far, the 22 has got it in the bag. If he can get his restarts, if they get a green flag run, he might be in trouble. You got Winker right there behind, or going to start on the outside of him. So the only advantage that the 22 may have is going to be the restart. And you got a smoker. Juan is right there. He is about to blow up. I think he is going to blow up and going to need a tow back. Juan trying to just limp it around. He's putting.
I guess the 20 of Jose that we're seeing.
Yeah. Oh, Jose. I said Juan.
Juan's in Uno.
Yeah.
So 6 laps to go. The most recent vehicle on pits is Michael LeBlanc, who is pitted at 196.
So this is interesting. Is Jose going to try to ride it out? You know, he's probably got that meatball flag, so.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to hang it in there for 4 more laps.
No, if you're watching the tachometer, I mean, it's just, he probably has no power at all. He's going to stack up the field. He may get an EOL for this.
And I'm going to tell you, Richard, where I do not want to be starting would be behind him.
Yeah, I was thinking the same exact thing, and that's going to be the 10. Oh, I think it blew up. I think it blew up. He's diving down to the apron. Yep, I just heard it. It just went pop. Pop goes the weasel.
That's going to make it a little bit interesting, shaking it up with those top 5. I mean, you've got...
No, he is going straight to the back. Okay, so he didn't blow it up. I thought I heard a pop.
Well, he probably did take the EOL, so respectable move right there. Green, white, checker. Ooh, I don't know.
All right, pace truck lights are off with 3 to go when we come to the green. All right, let's get a good camera angle here. We're gonna roll that beautiful bean footage.
We're just going to throw a little poll out there real quick for the last few laps. We've got about 5 minutes to make a call on it.
5 minutes. How long do you think this track is?
Well, give it a little bit.
All right, 42 got a really good jump on the 42. 42 may have been sleeping just a little bit, but 22 shot out of there with a rocket with the 83 in tow. 83 on the inside of the 42. He's going to try to make the slide job. Not going to be able to do it. But he is now. He actually almost got into the 42, so the 42 had to check up to keep him from spinning out. The 5 is trying to capitalize. We saw him be strong all day, and he is riding around in that fourth position as of right now. 32 is back up there in the top 5. Look at that. Look at Ricky go. So got the teammates back together. I'm not exactly where the 14 is actually showing in 18th place. 14 is having a little bit of issues. I don't know what's going on with him. But as of right now, white flag is out. This is the final lap. 1 out front. Michael in the 83, the 5, and 42 going at it side by side. trying to figure out who is going to take the final podium position. And it looks like it's going to be the 22.83. 5 diving it in there really good. And they are looking, yeah, 5 took it. So 22.83 and 5 are going to be your top 3. 42 put up a really good fight and took the 4th position. There they are, giving a little bit of fender bumps. 32, got involved in an incident, but made it back up to the top 5. Good job by him. Drew Blaze is going to be our biggest mover of the race, and he brought home a 6th place win, 6th place finish, and he is up 18 positions from where he started. Justin Johnson, really good day for him. He came home in 7th with 15 positions from where he started. Joe Bennett at 27 came in 8th. Bradley Rivers came in 9th. 10th is going to be Michael Fay. So that's going to wrap up your top 10. I don't know exactly where Jeremy went, but we'll get to our...
I was looking through the replay of it being on 1. So he's burning it down.
Oh, yeah, he is definitely burning it down. Well, 11th is going to be Bradley Cooper. John Osborne come in 12th. Paul in at 66 came in 13th. Stan Carnathan 14th. Brian Tiffany in 15th. Jacob Klinkart in 16th. Matt Eckerson in 17th. Cody Williams 18th. That's he has such a strong truck. Derek Welch in 19th. PJ in 20th. 21st is going to be Zeth Holly. Jose Riviera is going to be 22nd. Looks like he did not finish. His truck finally blew up. 59 of Anthony, he finished in 23rd. Mark Collins in 24th. Richard Gray in 25th. Brad Clay in 26th. Tom Barsh in 27th. And Justin Morrow in 28th. So, pretty exciting race.
It made it interesting. So we've got all 3 of them down there. So let's go ahead and yank up P3, Mr. Richard Holland from Outcast Racing, who they was able to salvage a little bit of a good finish for the top 5 for the team.
Mr. Holland, this is Richard up in the booth to get a copy.
I got you guys.
Man, that was a pretty good last lap battle between you and the 42, and you were able to bring it home for the 3rd place position. Man, how you feeling? How was your night?
Well, it was pretty up and down, to be honest with you. We were in control of the race. We felt like up front, the whole team was up there at one time, 1, 2, 3, 4, and feeling pretty good about it. And then between the stages and cautions and tire strategies, it really plays, a lot of strategies play out there, and you have to try to figure out what's the best thing for you to do. And we decided to pit there at one time and got way in the back, and then some of us got caught in situations. I got spun. You just never know what's going to happen when you get in the back there. But we rallied and came back, and yeah, that last lap was crazy. I drove it in there, it's stuck. That's all I know.
Well, between you and your teammate, Mr. Ricky in the 32, y'all come home 3rd and 5th. I was expecting him to try to throw his nose in there with the 42 also, but y'all definitely did get caught up in some stuff. But man, great job by battling back from it and getting back up to the top 5.
Yeah, appreciate it. I felt bad for our other teammates, and Brad and Cody got together there, I guess, and felt bad for them. Both of them really ran a great race. Cody dominated this thing. I mean, led the most laps and everything. He deserved to win it. But like I say, strategy plays out. Different things play out. You don't know how it's going to go. And congratulations to I think it was the 22 there that won it. So, and them guys. Overall, it was a great first half of the race. The second half was crazy. There was a lot going on, a lot happening.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your third place finish, and man, the shout outs are yours. You earned them.
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, Brad and Cody and Rick. Like I say, every week it's a lot of fun racing with them guys. I enjoy it. They're great to race with. We just work so well together. And just want to thank everybody in this league, everybody that races. DW for putting it on, everything he does, everything anybody does for the league. As far as that goes, there was some guys that set up practice races and whatnot. So appreciate that, and you guys for doing the broadcast.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get back down to your teammates and celebrate just a little bit, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
Not a problem. You too.
Well, he had him.
All right, Drew.
He had him a good little finish there compared to how his night had went out. So, Mr.
Yeah.
P2, Aeon's Motorsport. I know I'm butchering it, and I'm pretty sure Bradley or Stan will correct me on it. But
Yeah.
they had a showing after a rough start. But Michael, you was able to be the one to put up there on the podium for the team, man. That last lap. How many pucker up moments do you have?
Oh man, I puckered up in the beginning of the race when I almost, took myself out. Still managed to get back up there. Then then I got an EOL halfway through the race because me and the 48 got collected up. That was tough. That was tough to overcome, but it was fun.
The fact that you overcome it, you got an EOL, then worked your way back, no matter if it was pit strategy under a caution or whatnot, the fact that you fought, against the odds and come out with a second place win or second place finish, that is amazing.
Thank you, man. I gotta owe it to my teammates, Stan, John, Brad at Eon Motorsports. They helped me out. Yeah, they helped me out a lot, man.
There's
I
your
feel bad.
pronunciation, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's a little slow on saying it too. You want to make sure
bad.
you said it right.
Ion, my bad.
Yeah,
it was a fun
Oh, go
race, man. Juan put up a good fight at the end.
Yeah, he was definitely, he was involved in quite a few things, and he overcome his bad luck also, and so man, great finish. I mean, couldn't ask for a better finish. The underdogs, coming
My
back and
first race,
finishing
too.
3-3. Oh yeah, that's right. This is your first race with us, and welcome
Thank
to
you.
No Thumbs Racing.
Thank you. Too bad it wasn't a
Definitely
win, but I'll
looking
take
good.
second.
Absolutely. Well, if you got any more shout outs, now is time to do it because you earned them.
Man, I'd just like to thank all my teammates, my friends for watching, supporting. Thank you guys. It was a fun time. Thank you for having this league.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get back down there and to your teammates, celebrate a little bit, and we'll see what you got for next week.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Jeremy, bring up our winner.
Mr. On a controller. And anybody who says you can't race on a controller, he'll argue with you because he just took a win at Iowa on a controller. Juan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
Well, man, at the beginning you had some pretty bad luck going down, but you was able to turn it around tremendously, and that's one way to make a showing.
Thank you, man.
That first little incident that happened, was that a controller issue or?
It's kind of incredible because it's happened to me twice before this last week, and it's happened to me 3 times in the last week. So I think I got to get that looked at. But yes, in fact, it was yet another malfunction. Thankfully, this time we kept it off track. We stayed on the lead lap, and it was no bigger issue than a fast repair, but it definitely could have been another lost race.
Yeah, and that wasn't the only incident that you were involved in, but even with the incidents that you were involved in, like I said, you kind of looked like the underdog for a little while there. Then you got out front, you controlled the restarts, and that brought you home to win. So, man, good job doing that. Your strategy definitely played out in your favor.
Yeah, thank you. At the start of the run, that first stage, I saw how fast Cody was. I knew I had nothing for him straight up. Just had to figure something out tire strategy wise. Ended up saving a set for the end that we didn't end up using because of all the cautions, but just figured out that old tires were still pretty fast with all the cautions. All the cautions gave the tires time to cool. That let us and track position was so important at the end. So that let us stay in front there and steal a win basically. Pretty happy about that.
Absolutely, I would be too. Well, the shout-outs are yours. You definitely earned them for tonight, bringing home that win. So the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my teammates at Davidson Motorsports, Tom Barish, Justin Morrow, Kevin Winker, who restarted second with me at the end, got another top 5 for the team, and of course the team owner Kyle Davidson. Shout out to my sponsors as well. DW had some really good battles with him. Derek Welsh, DEP Graphics, as always, sponsor for the series, makes amazing paint schemes. You got to check them out. And just very, very thankful for my sponsors, for my teammates, for the people that supported me, for the fans watching back home, for the broadcast boost. And yeah, thank you very much. And see you tomorrow and see you next week.
Absolutely. You got Dover next week. That's the Monster Mile. It can definitely be hectic on a truck. So we look forward to seeing what you can do with the momentum you have from tonight and, taking it to next week.
Thank you very much, Rich. Have a good day.
You too.
Well, man,
Well, damn it,
words, but the driving shows out for him. So.
Absolutely. Well, we do have the monster. Like I said before, we do have the Monster Mile next week. It can be hectic on tires and trucks, and they got a loose exit also coming out of turn 2 and a tight exit, coming out of turn 4. So, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what these guys can bring to the Monster Mile. And that is going to be on April 24th. So make sure you definitely tune in. And that's going to be the Inspiration with Devin 250 laps.
And tomorrow night, we are taking it with the next gen with the NTRL down to Nashville. And I believe we're going to have a couple of people that might be known out there a little bit. So y'all just going to have to drop in and check out and see what we got. Absolutely.
Should be a really good show. Definitely a well-known racer. He was actually in the booth last night with me, my pit reporter. But should be a really good show tomorrow, and you will be out there on the track, and we'll be able to see what you can do at Nashville Super Speedway. So, Jeremy, it is that time to call it a night, close out this holiday weekend, and everybody can get ready for tomorrow, go back to work.
Well, most definitely, and everybody that cheered Best tonight, shared his dream, everything else, conversation in the chat, y'all, we all appreciate it up here. So, on behalf of, I'll close it out for once, and myself, Richard, SBRN, Numb Thumb Gaming, Davidson Builders, Lone Star Racing, some of the sponsors, DEP. We'll see y'all tomorrow night as we take it to Cashville.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good night and be safe. Good.